In the next few minutes, I'm exposing 12 flavored sparkling water brands hiding artificial sweeteners, chemical preservatives, and synthetic dyes behind their refreshing, bubbly promises. Plus, I'll reveal the 4 brands that actually deliver clean hydration without the chemical baggage. Stay until the end, because number 1 will change how you shop forever. Let's start with what's really inside those bottles in your fridge right now. 12. Splash Fizz. Starting our countdown at number 12, Splash Fizz might look like a simple, sparkling water on the shelf, but one glance at the ingredient label tells a very different story. This budget brand contains sucralose, an artificial sweetener that has no place in what should be carbonated water with a hint of fruit. But that's just the beginning. The ingredient panel also lists potassium sorbate, potassium benzoate, and calcium disodium EDTA, a lineup of chemical preservatives more suited to an industrial product than a refreshing drink. And if that wasn't enough, Splash Fizz adds Red 40 and Blue 1, petroleum-derived artificial colors that serve absolutely no purpose other than making the liquid look more appealing. When you're reaching for sparkling water, you expect bubbles and flavor, not a chemistry experiment. Calcium disodium EDTA alone should give you pause. It's a chelating agent used in industrial cleaning products that somehow found its way into a beverage aisle. This is one of the most heavily adulterated products on this entire list, and the fact that it's marketed alongside genuine sparkling waters is deeply misleading. If your sparkling water needs 5 chemical preservatives and 2 artificial dyes just to exist on a shelf, it was never really sparkling water to begin with. 11. Nice, flavored sparkling water beverage. At number 11, Nice is a private label brand you'll find at Walgreens and similar stores. And its name couldn't be more ironic. The black cherry variety lists aspartame and acesulfame potassium, 2 artificial sweeteners that many health-conscious consumers have been actively trying to avoid for years. The product also contains potassium benzoate, a chemical preservative that raises real concerns when combined with certain acids commonly found in flavored beverages. What's particularly telling is the phenylketonuria warning printed right on the label, a direct indicator that aspartame is present. For older adults who may be managing chronic conditions or watching their intake carefully, discovering hidden artificial sweeteners in what appears to be simple sparkling water is more than frustrating. It's a betrayal of trust. Many people in this age group switch to sparkling water specifically to get away from diet sodas and their artificial ingredients, only to find those same ingredients waiting for them in a different bottle. If you have to put a medical warning on your sparkling water, something has gone seriously wrong with the recipe. 10. Meyer Crystal Quenchers Sparkling Water Beverage. Moving to number 10, Meyer's Crystal Quenchers is another private label product that dresses up as sparkling water while packing artificial ingredients inside. The black cherry bottle lists both aspartame and acesulfame potassium, the same artificial sweetener combination that keeps appearing across these store brands. Potassium benzoate rounds out the preservative package. Meyer is a trusted Midwest grocery chain, and many loyal shoppers grab Crystal Quenchers without a second thought, assuming that sparkling water is sparkling water. But this product has far more in common with a diet soda than with genuine flavored seltzer. The dual artificial sweetener combination of aspartame and acesulfame potassium is the exact same formula you'd find in countless diet soft drinks, just repackaged under a sparkling water label. For families who've shopped at Meyer for decades, it's worth pausing the next time you reach for this one and turning that bottle around to read what's actually inside. You might be surprised at how different the ingredient list is from what you expected. 9. Weiss Quality Sparkling Water. At number 9, Weiss Quality Sparkling Water carries the name of a respected regional grocery chain, but the ingredient list doesn't live up to the reputation. The black cherry variety contains aspartame and acesulfame potassium, artificial sweeteners that have generated ongoing debate among health researchers for decades. The label also lists potassium benzoate and malic acid. Now, malic acid occurs naturally in fruits and isn't harmful on its own, but its presence here alongside artificial sweeteners and chemical preservatives tells you this product is engineered for taste and shelf life, not for clean hydration. For shoppers who trust the Weiss name and assume their store brand is a simpler, more affordable version of the real thing, this ingredient panel is a wake-up call. 8. Bowl and Basket Clear Delight Sparkling Flavored Beverage. Number 8 takes us to ShopRite's private label, Bowl and Basket. Their Clear Delight Black Cherry Sparkling Beverage lists aspartame and acesulfame potassium right on the ingredient panel, followed by potassium benzoate. The name itself, Clear Delight, suggests something pure and refreshing, but the reality is anything but. This is another case of a store brand mimicking the appearance of clean sparkling water while stuffing the bottle with artificial sweeteners and preservatives. For older adults who shop at ShopRite regularly and trust the Bowl and Basket line for everyday essentials, it's important to know that this particular product is not the simple bubbly water it pretends to be. 7. Food Lion Sparkling Water Beverage. At number 7, Food Lion's sparkling water follows the exact same troubling pattern we've been seeing across these store brands. The black cherry variety contains aspartame and acesulfame potassium, and the product listing carries the phenylketonuria warning, confirming the presence of aspartame. Potassium benzoate appears as well. Food Lion serves communities across the southeastern United States, and many of their customers are families and retirees who depend on affordable groceries. The assumption that sparkling water is inherently a healthier choice than soda drives many of these purchases. But when your sparkling water contains the same artificial sweeteners as Diet Cola, that assumption falls apart completely. 6. H-E-B Sweetened Sparkling Water. Number 6 brings us to H-E-B, a grocery chain beloved across Texas and known for quality store brands. But their sweetened sparkling water line tells a different story. The cherry variety lists sucralose and acesulfame potassium, a dual sweetener approach that has no business being in sparkling water. Potassium benzoate appears on the label as well. Now, credit to H-E-B for at least including the word sweetened in the product name, which is more transparent than some brands on this list. But many shoppers still grab this off the shelf, believing it's a healthier alternative to soda, never realizing they're consuming artificial sweeteners with every sip. For the millions of Texans who trust H-E-B with their family's groceries, this one deserves a closer look. 5. Signature Select Sparkling Water Beverage. At number 5, Signature Select is the private label brand found at Safeway, Albertsons, and affiliated stores across the country. Their wild cherry sparkling water lists aspartame and acesulfame potassium on the ingredient panel, along with the now familiar potassium benzoate. This brand reaches an enormous customer base through one of the largest grocery chains in America, and that wide distribution makes its misleading presentation even more concerning. Millions of shoppers trust the Signature Select label as a reliable, budget-friendly option. When they reach for flavored sparkling water, they expect carbonated water and natural flavor, not a cocktail of artificial sweeteners and chemical preservatives disguised in a clean-looking bottle. The disconnect between what this product appears to be and what it actually contains is exactly the kind of quiet deception that erodes consumer confidence in an entire product category. 4. Kroger Flavored Sparkling Water. Approaching our top worst offenders, Kroger's flavored sparkling water earns the number 4 spot for a particularly alarming reason. The black cherry variety doesn't just contain 1 or 2 artificial sweeteners, it lists 3: sucralose, neotame, and acesulfame potassium. 3 non-nutritive sweeteners in a single bottle of sparkling water. The ingredient panel also includes potassium benzoate, along with natural and artificial flavors. Kroger is the largest supermarket chain in America, and their private label products sit in kitchens from coast to coast. The fact that they've loaded their sparkling water with 3 separate artificial sweeteners while marketing it on shelves right next to genuinely clean brands is deeply troubling. Neotame, for those unfamiliar, is a newer artificial sweetener that is chemically related to aspartame, but significantly more potent. The question every consumer should be asking is simple. Why does sparkling water need 3 different sweeteners? The answer is that this product isn't really sparkling water at all. It's a sweetened beverage wearing sparkling water's clothing. This is perhaps the single most oversweetened sparkling water on this entire list, and that's saying something. 3. Clear American. At number 3, Clear American is a Walmart private label brand that millions of budget-conscious shoppers reach for every week. The black cherry variety contains aspartame and acesulfame potassium, 2 artificial sweeteners that transform what should be simple sparkling water into something far more processed. Potassium benzoate appears on the label too. What makes Clear American particularly problematic is its enormous reach. Walmart is the largest retailer in the world, and Clear American sits at an irresistible price point that makes it a default choice for families watching their budgets. Many of these shoppers are older adults on fixed incomes who chose sparkling water specifically to move away from sugary sodas, never suspecting that their healthier choice still contains the same artificial sweeteners they were trying to escape. The affordability that makes Clear American attractive is the very thing that makes its misleading ingredient list so damaging. When millions of people trust a product because of where they buy it and how it's priced, that trust carries a responsibility that this brand simply isn't honoring. 2. Cascade Ice. Coming in at number 2, Cascade Ice combines artificial sweeteners with something even more concerning. The black raspberry variety lists sucralose, which alone would land it on this list. But Cascade Ice goes further by adding potassium benzoate as a preservative and then topping it off with Red 40 and Blue 1, artificial colors derived from petroleum. There is absolutely no reason that sparkling water needs to be dyed with synthetic colors. These dyes exist purely to make the product look more vibrant and appealing, while adding chemical compounds that many consumers specifically try to avoid. Several European countries require warning labels on products containing these dyes. Yet here in America, they appear in a product marketed as sparkling water without any such disclosure. The combination of an artificial sweetener, a chemical preservative, and 2 petroleum-derived food dyes makes Cascade Ice one of the most aggressively adulterated sparkling waters on store shelves today. For a product marketed as sparkling water, the inclusion of artificial colors alongside sweeteners and preservatives puts Cascade Ice dangerously close to the worst of the worst. 1. Sparkling Ice. Taking the number 1 spot as the worst flavored sparkling water you can drink, Sparkling Ice is the biggest offender on this list, and it's not even close. The black cherry variety contains sucralose, the artificial sweetener that keeps showing up across these brands. But what makes Sparkling Ice uniquely problematic is how aggressively it markets itself as a healthy hydration choice while loading every bottle with potassium benzoate and a long list of added vitamin ingredients that create a health halo around what is essentially artificially sweetened chemical water. The ingredient panel reads nothing like sparkling water. It reads like a supplement disguised as a beverage. Those added vitamins give consumers the impression they're making a nutritious choice, when in reality they're consuming artificial sweeteners and preservatives with every bottle. Sparkling Ice dominates grocery store shelves, convenience stores, and vending machines nationwide, making it arguably the most consumed fake sparkling water in America. For years, people have trusted this brand as a guilt-free alternative to soda, grabbed it at gas stations on road trips, stocked it in office refrigerators, and served it at family gatherings. All along, they've been consuming artificial sweeteners and chemical preservatives wrapped in the illusion of healthy hydration. The combination of artificial sweeteners, chemical preservatives, and misleading health marketing earns Sparkling Ice the dubious distinction of the worst-flavored sparkling water brand you can buy. After exposing the chemical offenders, here's the relief. These 4 brands prove that flavored sparkling water can be exactly what it should be. Clean, simple, and refreshing, with nothing to hide on the ingredient label. 4. Bubbly. Starting our safe list at number 4, Bubbly delivers exactly what flavored sparkling water should be, and nothing more. A representative blackberry can list just 2 ingredients: carbonated water and natural flavor. That's it. No sweeteners, no preservatives, no artificial colors, no synthetic vitamins trying to distract you from what's really inside. PepsiCo, the company behind Bubbly, confirms the product contains no calories and no sweeteners of any kind. In a market flooded with brands hiding artificial ingredients behind cheerful packaging, Bubbly stands out by keeping things genuinely simple. The playful branding and flavor variety make it easy to find one you enjoy, and you can drink it knowing that every sip is exactly what the label promises. For anyone making the switch away from the artificial brands on our avoid list, Bubbly is a widely available, affordable place to start. 3. La Croix. At number 3, La Croix has become almost synonymous with flavored sparkling water, and for good reason. The brand describes itself as calorie-free, sweetener-free, caffeine-free, and sodium-free, flavored only with natural fruit essence. That's the kind of ingredient simplicity that every sparkling water should aspire to. What sets La Croix apart even further is the company's commitment to packaging safety. Their FAQ confirms that La Croix cans are produced without BPA liners, addressing a concern that many health-conscious consumers worry about with canned beverages. For older adults who remember when sparkling water meant Perrier at a dinner party, La Croix brings that same clean simplicity to everyday hydration. With dozens of flavors available at virtually every grocery store in America, La Croix makes it easy to enjoy variety without ever worrying about hidden sweeteners or preservatives. 2. Polar Seltzer. Coming in at number 2, Polar Seltzer has been a New England institution for over a century, and their ingredient integrity has never wavered. The black cherry variety lists just 2 things: carbonated water and natural flavors. Nothing else. Polar's FAQ goes further, confirming that their seltzers contain no sodium, no artificial sweeteners, and no caffeine. That kind of transparency is exactly what consumers deserve, and it's refreshingly rare in today's marketplace. Polar proves that you don't need a single artificial ingredient to create sparkling water with genuine flavor and character. The company's long history and consistent quality have earned them a loyal following that spans generations. For families who've trusted Polar for decades, this is one brand that has never given you a reason to doubt what's inside the bottle. 1. Waterloo. Taking the top spot as the absolute best flavored sparkling water you can drink, Waterloo represents everything this category should be. Their sparkling waters are made with purified water and non-GMO project, verified natural flavors. The company states clearly that their products contain no sugar, no sweeteners, no juice, and no artificial ingredients whatsoever. That's not marketing spin. That's a genuine commitment to ingredient purity that sets Waterloo apart from every other brand on the market. In a category where we just exposed 12 brands hiding artificial sweeteners, chemical preservatives, and synthetic dyes in their bottles, Waterloo's dedication to absolute simplicity is more than refreshing. It's exactly what consumers have been searching for. When you pick up a can of Waterloo, you know with complete confidence that you're drinking clean, honest, sparkling water and nothing else. For anyone who watched this video and felt concerned about what's been hiding in their fridge, Waterloo is the answer. Simple, pure, and genuinely trustworthy. This is what flavored sparkling water was always supposed to be, and Waterloo proves that getting it right was never complicated. It just required a brand willing to put ingredient integrity ahead of everything else.